Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Redo podcast, your friendly place to learn easy, natural English. I am Anna.
And I'm Jake. We're very happy you are here today.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. If you are drinking tea, coffee, or just relaxing, this podcast is perfect for you.
Today's topic is very simple, very useful, and very important for daily English.
Yes, today we are talking about how to talk about your weekend. Jake, let me ask you something.
Okay, go ahead.
How many times do people ask you this question? How was your weekend?
Oh, many times. At work, with friends, with neighbors, even online.
Exactly. This is one of the most common questions in English.
Yes, and many English learners feel nervous.
They think, what should I say? Which tense should I use? What if my weekend was boring?
Don't worry, in today's podcast, we will help you.
By the end of this podcast, you will learn simple sentences to talk about your weekend, common weekend vocabulary, how to use past simple tense easily, how to ask others about their weekend, how to sound natural and confident.
And remember, your weekend does not need to be exciting.
Yes, a simple weekend is okay.
Let's start with the most common question.
Everyone, repeat after me. How was your weekend?
Again, how was your weekend?
Now, let's learn some very easy answers.
You can say, it was good. It was nice. It was great. It was okay. It was relaxing. It was busy.
Repeat after me. It was good.
It was relaxing.
It was busy.
What if someone says, my weekend was boring?
That's totally fine.
You can say, it was quiet. It was simple. I stayed at home.
Let's practice. I stayed at home. Pause.
It was a quiet weekend.
Now let's talk about grammar. Don't worry, we'll keep it easy.
When we talk about the weekend, we talk about the past.
That means we often use past simple tense.
Listen carefully. Go, went. Eat, ate. Watch, watched. Play, played. Visit, visited. Relax, relaxed.
Repeat after me. I went.
Pause. I ate. Pause.
I watched. Let's make full sentences.
Here are some examples. I went shopping.
I watched a movie.
I visited my family.
I relaxed at home. Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. I went shopping on the weekend.
Pause. I watched TV on Saturday. Pause.
I relaxed on Sunday.
Many people like to talk about each day.
You can say, on Saturday, I. On Sunday, I.
Examples. On Saturday, I cleaned my house. On Sunday, I rested.
Repeat after me. On Saturday, I cleaned my house.
Pause. On Sunday, I rested.
Now let's listen to a short conversation.
Listen first, then we'll practice.
Hi, Jake. How was your weekend?
It was good. I stayed at home and relaxed.
That sounds nice. What did you do on Saturday?
On Saturday, I watched a movie. On Sunday, I visited my parents.
Now repeat with us. How was your weekend?
Pause. It was good. Pause.
What did you do on Saturday?
Pause. I watched a movie.
Now let's learn some common weekend activities.
Listen and repeat. Sleep late, clean the house, do laundry, go shopping, meet friends, eat out, cook food, watch TV, use the phone, rest.
Repeat after me. I slept late.
Pause.
I cleaned the house.
Pause.
I met my friends.
Now let's make longer answers.
Instead of saying, it was good, you can say more.
Example, it was good. I relaxed and watched TV.
Another example. It was busy. I cleaned the house and went shopping. Repeat after me. It was relaxing. I stayed at home.
Pause. It was busy. I did many things.
Sometimes people ask, "What did you do?" But you did nothing special.
That's okay.
You can say, "Nothing special. Not much. Just relaxed."
Repeat. Nothing special. Pause.
Not much. Jake, why is asking questions important?
Because conversation is not one-sided.
Exactly. Good English is not only about speaking. It's also about listening and asking.
When you ask questions, people feel interested. They feel comfortable.
Let's start with very simple questions.
Listen carefully. What did you do? Where did you go? Who did you go with?
Repeat after me. Anna, slow. What did you do?
Where did you go?
Who did you go with?
Let's match questions with answers.
Question. What did you do?
Answer. I watched TV.
Question. Where did you go?
Answer. I went to the market.
Question. Who did you go with?
Answer. I went with my friend.
Now listen to a natural short conversation.
Just listen first.
Hey Jake, how was your weekend?
It was nice.
What did you do?
I stayed at home and relaxed.
That sounds good. Who did you spend time with?
I spent time with my family.
Now repeat after us. How was your weekend? Pause.
It was nice.
Pause. What did you do? Pause.
I stayed at home.
Let's talk a little about grammar.
Don't worry. Very simple.
When we ask about the past, we use did.
Examples. What did you do? Where did you go? Did you relax?
After did, we use the base form of the verb.
Not did went, we say did go.
Listen carefully. X. Did you went? Tick. Did you go? Practice questions with did. Repeat after me. Slow. Did you relax?
Did you watch TV?
Did you go out? Answering did questions.
Answers are easy.
You can say, yes, I did. No, I didn't.
Or longer answers.
Examples. Yes, I did. I relaxed at home. No, I didn't. I was busy. Practice yes-no answers. Repeat after me. Yes, I did. Pause.
No, I didn't.
Pause. Yes, I did. I watched TV.
Now let's talk about fun weekends.
You can use words like fun, exciting, amazing, enjoyable.
Example. It was fun. I met my friends.
Repeat. Slow. It was fun.
It was exciting.
Details make your English sound better.
Instead of saying, I went out,
Say, I went out with my friends.
or I went out on Saturday night.
Repeat after me. I went shopping with my sister. Pause.
I watched a movie on Saturday night.
Pause. I ate dinner with my family.
Sometimes weekends are not great.
And that's okay.
You can say, it was tiring. It was stressful. I was very busy.
Repeat after me. Slow. It was tiring.
I was very busy.
Listen to this example. Hi, Jake. How was your weekend?
Honestly, it was tiring.
Oh no, what happened?
I worked a lot and cleaned the house.
That sounds busy. Did you get any rest?
A little on Sunday evening.
Repeat after me. It was tiring. Pause.
I worked a lot.
Pause. I cleaned the house.
Here's some common questions people ask.
Listen and repeat. Did you have fun? Did you rest? Did you go anywhere? Did you meet anyone?
Repeat. Slow. Did you have fun?
Pause. Did you go anywhere? You can answer politely like this.
Yes, I did. It was nice. No, I didn't. I stayed home.
Repeat. Slow. Yes, I did. It was nice.
No, I didn't. I stayed home.
People don't want only short answers.
That's right.
They often want a little story.
Not a long story, just simple, just clear.
A short story helps you sound natural.
To tell a story, we use sequence words.
These words show order.
Listen carefully. First, then, after that, finally,
Repeat after me. First,
then,
after that.
finally.
A simple weekend story has 4 parts.
First, what you did first, then, what you did next, after that, what you did later, finally, how it ended.
Very easy.
Listen to Anna's weekend story.
Okay. First, I slept late. Then, I cleaned my room. After that, I went shopping. Finally, I relaxed at home.
Very clear, very simple.
Now, repeat after me, sentence by sentence. First, I slept late.
Then, I cleaned my room.
After that, I went shopping.
Finally, I relaxed at home.
Now, Jake will share his weekend story.
Listen carefully. First, I woke up early. Then, I went for a walk. After that, I met my friends. Finally, I watched TV at night.
Repeat after Jake.
First, I woke up early.
Then, I went for a walk.
Then, I went for a walk.
After that, I met my friends.
Finally, I watched TV at night.
Sometimes people say, "What did you do last weekend?"
You can start like this. Last weekend was.
Examples.
Last weekend I stayed at home. Last weekend was relaxing.
Last weekend, I stayed at home.
Last weekend was relaxing.
To sound more natural, add your feelings.
You can say, I felt happy. I felt tired. I felt relaxed.
Examples. I felt happy after meeting my friends. I felt tired in the evening. Repeat after me. I felt happy.
I felt tired.
I felt relaxed.
Now listen to a full story.
Listen carefully. Last weekend was nice. First, I slept late. Then, I cleaned the house. After that, I cooked food. Finally, I watched TV. I felt relaxed.
Repeat after Anna. Last weekend was nice.
First, I slept late.
Then I cleaned the house.
After that, I cooked food.
Finally, I watched TV.
I felt relaxed.
Let's talk about common mistakes.
Mistake number 1.
Using present tense.
I go shopping last weekend.
I went shopping last weekend.
Repeat the correct sentence.
I went shopping last weekend.
Using too many details.
Keep it simple.
Short sentences are better. Now it's your turn.
Say these sentences with us.
First, I.
Then, I.
After that, I.
Finally, I.
Listen to this natural conversation.
Hey, Anna, how was your weekend?
It was good.
What did you do?
First, I cleaned my house. Then I went shopping. After that, I met a friend. Finally, I rested at home.
That sounds nice.
Repeat after us. How was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
It was good.
It was good.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Let's do a quick review.
In Part 1, we learned basic answers.
In Part 2, we learned how to ask questions.
In Part 3, we learned how to tell a short weekend story.
Today, in Part 4, we will talk about real-life situations.
Jake, Anna, do your weekend plans always happen?
No, not always.
Exactly. Plans change.
And that's very normal.
Listen carefully. I planned to go out, but I stayed home. I wanted to meet friends, but I was tired. I planned something, but it changed.
Repeat after me. I planned to go out, but I stayed home.
I wanted to meet friends, but I was tired.
But is a very useful word.
It shows change.
Listen, I wanted to go out, but it rained.
I planned to relax, but I worked.
Repeat after me. I wanted to sleep early, but I stayed up late.
Pause. I planned to cook, but I ordered food.
Listen to this conversation.
Hi, Anna. How was your weekend?
It was okay.
What did you do?
I planned to go out, but I stayed home. I was very tired.
That happens.
Now let's compare weekends.
This weekend and last weekend. Listen carefully. This weekend was better than last weekend. Last weekend was more relaxing. This weekend was busier.
Repeat after me. This weekend was better than last weekend.
Last weekend was more relaxing.
Repeat. This weekend was busy.
Last weekend was quiet.
You can add a reason.
Example, this weekend was busy because I worked.
Last weekend was relaxing because I rested. Repeat after me. This weekend was nice because I met my family.
Pause. Last weekend was tiring because I worked a lot.
Talking about weekends at work or school.
Many people talk about weekends at work.
Yes, Monday morning conversations. Simple English is best.
Listen. Good morning, Jake. How was your weekend?
It was good. I relaxed and watched TV.
Nice.
I cleaned my house and cooked food. Repeat after us. How was your weekend?
It was good.
I relaxed and watched TV.
With friends, English is more casual.
But still simple. Listen.
Hey, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I met friends and ate out.
Nice.
Here are some casual words. Pretty good. Not bad. Kind of busy. Really relaxing.
Repeat. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Sometimes you don't want a long conversation.
That's okay.
You can say, it was fine. Nothing much. Just relaxed.
Repeat. Nothing much. Sometimes weekends have problems.
You can talk about them simply.
Examples. I wasn't feeling well. I was sick. I was very tired. Repeat after me. I wasn't feeling well.
I was very tired.
Now listen to a longer conversation.
Hi, Anna. How was your weekend?
It was okay.
Just okay?
Yes, I planned to go out, but I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home and rested.
I hope you feel better now.
Yes, I do, thank you. Repeat after me. I planned to go out, but I stayed home.
I wasn't feeling well.
So I rested.
Many learners worry too much.
Yes,
They think their English must be perfect.
but it doesn't.
Clear English is better than perfect English.
Simple sentences are powerful. You are doing an amazing job.
Really, be proud of yourself.